I found an old stone doorway, half covered by the green, a roof that time had taken, a place I've never seen. And still I knew this was where it all began. There are stones beneath the heather where a little house once stood, a chimney reaching toward the sky like it always thought it could. The windows have long disappeared, the walls are worn and gray, but I can almost see them there at the ending of the day. A woman lighting up the fire, a child beside the door, a man returning from the fields with tired hands and worn out clothes. They live beneath these hills, they work beneath this rain, and somehow all their hopes and dreams still whisper through the land. I put my hand upon a stone and feel the years go by, so many lives before my own, so many reasons why where they once stood. I am standing here today where they once dreamed. I can feel what they couldn't say. They gave their hands to the earth, they gave their hearts to this land, and when they crossed the ocean, they carried island in their hands where they once stood. I finally understand, I didn't come here only to find them, I came to find where I began. I walk beside the ruined walls and listen to the wind. The flute is like a distant voice calling from the hills again. I wonder what they talked about on evenings such as this. Did they dream about a better life? Did they feel what they would miss? Perhaps they stood right here one night and looked across the fields, knowing they would leave behind the only home they'd ever known. A ship would take them far away across the restless sea, but every road they traveled would still lead back to me. And I can almost hear their footsteps on the ground beneath my feet. The past is not as far away as I once believed where they once stood. I am standing here today where they once dreamed. I can feel what they couldn't say. They gave their hands to the earth, they gave their hearts to this land, and when they crossed the ocean, they carried island in their hands where they once stood. I finally understand, I didn't come here only to find them, I came to find where I Maybe they were frightened, maybe they were brave, maybe leaving everything behind was the only chance they had to save. A future for their children, a future they could see. And now those dreams have found their way across the years. leave behind where they once stood. I stand where they once stood. I remember and I understand. The evening settles softly, the old stones hold the light, and I whisper to the silence, thank you for the light.